Faith, welcome back to Sunny Side Up. How you doing?
Tired.
Tired? Oh, I woke up twice with our dog last night, so I don't think so.
I don't wake up to her. That's
Oh,
not
you
my
woke
fault.
up. You woke up because I remember I was like, oh, what the hell? Because she was standing over me, looking at me, and then I was like trying to go back to sleep, and then she did it to you. She was standing over, looking at you, and you were like, ugh!
I do remember that because I turned over and like my nose touched her nose. I was like, oh.
Standing there, and then her tail was flapping because she's like, oh, you're awake, you can take me out now.
Oh,
and you were
I
like,
do remember.
sis, quit it. And I was like, she needs to go out.
Oh, I do remember because she was laying and her tail kept hitting my butt every time she wagged her tail. I do remember that. I don't remember. I was half asleep, so that's why I didn't volunteer to help. I'm sorry.
I had to volunteer. I'm the only one that wakes up to take her out in the middle of the night when she asks. All right, so we were talking on the couch. So we're gonna play a little game to start off. We were talking on the couch the other night about you signing up for the last couple of classes you had to finish your degree.
Yeah.
And I was looking at you and I was like, that's a laptop activity. And you were doing it on your phone. Surprisingly, you agreed that it was a laptop activity. And you gave up and did try to do it on your laptop or your tablet or whatever. So I know that there are certain things that differentiate us. I'm a cusper and you're full on Gen Z. There are certain activities that
I'm really nervous about this segment.
there are certain There are certain activities that your generation fully embraces as like phone activities, and mine heartily disagrees. And that some things should be laptop activities. So our little game here is I just have a couple of questions. Is this a phone activity or a laptop activity?
Okay.
First one, online grocery shopping.
Phone.
Okay. Wrong. Laptop.
How do you disagree? Online grocery shopping?
Yeah.
No, if you want to go to a grocery, you just open the app on your phone. Like if you want to order through Walmart, just open the app on your phone and get stuff and hit send.
Laptop activity.
No, I heavily disagree.
That's fine. Buying event tickets.
I feel like that could go either way.
Okay. Also laptop activity. Flight tickets.
I've done those on my phone.
Also laptop activity.
Because I have the app. A lot of things I just have apps for. Like if I'm going to buy a flight, I do it through Hopper. Just an app. So I don't know.
Okay. Applying for a job.
I say laptop.
Okay. I saw you doing it from your phone.
That's only, I was doing it from my phone if like Indeed sent me emails and it was just a really quick like, oh, apply. But if I'm like doing it where I have to like put in my resume, because on Indeed my resume is already in there. Like I don't have to go in and add it. But if I'm applying for jobs where I have to put my resume and like some other information, I'll do it from my laptop.
Okay.
But like quick, easy applies, I do through my phone, through Indeed, through emails. But I don't like search them. Like if I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to look for these jobs, I don't do it on my phone. That's only if it sends me an email and I'm interested in it.
Okay.
I'll like apply to it real quick. But that's how I got the job I have now. So apply it through my phone.
Emailing.
Either way.
Okay.
I email from
For
my
me,
phone.
reading, okay, from the phone. But if I need to respond, that's a laptop activity.
Interesting. I think I respond more from my phone.
I just like you. It's not as easy to format the email. We also format emails very differently.
Yeah.
You format them like a Gen Z, and I format them like an office professional. So that could be where the difference is there. Okay, those are all the ones I actually had. Do you have any that you would propose?
Well, let me think. I feel like there's a lot of things that we do differently, and it's just age. I don't know. I don't know if I can think of any like that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to get us out of the way because I was like, why is she applying for anything on her phone? It was very stressful for me to watch you try and do that. Is there like a cost threshold where you go, okay, I need to switch to a laptop? Is that like if you were gonna
when
buy
I start
something?
to get pissed off and I can't find buttons?
Okay, so it's not like, oh, this is like $100. I need to go to the laptop.
No,
Oh.
it's if I get pissed off and can't find buttons. Like
I think-
when I was trying to do classes, and I know that on the laptop it's easy. Like you just go in and it says like register for this class, and I couldn't find the frickin' button on my phone. It was driving me crazy. I was like, fine, I just won't do it here. And that's when I switched to my iPad, and then I figured it out because it had all the right things. Also, you Idaho, if you're listening, your website on phones sucks. Change it. I hate your website.
The website, or are you talking
Everything.
about the registration stuff? Like the internet?
My U Idaho, I guess, is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, two
My
very
U
different
Idaho
sites.
sucks. Hate it so much. It was made to like be easier to navigate, and it is the exact opposite.
I can agree as a prior employee. Okay, well, something that we're both very excited about. The new Avatar, as in like Avatar The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, or whatever, has been now announced with an image. The first artwork has been released. I don't know if you've come across it in the wild, but I have.
Actually.
Okay, did you read comments?
Oh, I did not.
Okay, so the comments on this are similar to the comments that I am seeing on a lot of images lately, and it is driving me crazy. And that everyone's like, this is AI generated. And it's like, I feel like we are quickly losing, like, en masse public, people are losing the ability to recognize the difference between CGI and AI generated images. Mm-hmm. And it's driving me crazy how often I see people go, oh, this is AI generated. No. This is just called digital art, and people are drawing this and animating it. It is not AI. And it's becoming a pet peeve of mine every time someone says, this is AI generated.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think that also just comes from AI has become, like, it's flooded social media, so people are, like, being more aware of it, I guess. Now everything is just that. I could go in a very deep discussion about AI, so. A lot of my classes I took last semester had a lot to do with AI. Mm-hmm. Or a couple of them. I could go pretty heavily into this if you would like, but we can.
Let's do an entire AI hate episode.
Okay.
Because I could also go off for like half an hour on just AI, and so let's dedicate specific time just to talk about AI.
Okay, stay tuned. It'll be
coming. I have said so much on this show already about AI, so maybe it'll be good to dive into your opinions of AI here soon.
My opinions are mostly surrounded by social media, but.
Okay. So the other thing that came up this week was that your boss is going on vacation soon. Mm-hmm. And I was actually already thinking about this. And so I'm 29, turning 30 real soon. And I can count on one hand the number of times I've ever actually taken like a real vacation. Anything more than just like, oh, we're going to take a Friday off or Monday off to do an extended weekend, like camping or hanging out with family or something, which is not a vacation. I mean, you could argue that camping is a vacation, but
it's more of a hobby and activity than it is like
a
vacation, I think, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, I can count on one hand the number of vacations I've taken as an adult. There was a brief road trip that I took in between jobs one time when I was moving from Texas to Idaho. I took a road trip and visited a couple of national parks and saw my grandparents. I went to London and Ireland, and I went to Canada 3 times. But Canada was spring break trips. So does that count as an adult vacation?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I don't think
either.
adult vacations count until you're done with, well, I guess not done with school, but I feel like to be an adult vacation, in my head, it means you're taking time off of work and using like PTO or not getting paid is like what my definition of like an adult vacation would be.
In which case, I've taken 0 professional vacations.
Yeah, professional vacations. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. And I realize how awful that is that I'm about to turn 30 and I've never actually been able to take a professional vacation.
I mean, I feel like professional vacations are also if, like, you have a good job that'll give you PTO because who can miss out on, like, a week of work at this point?
Well, part of my problem is that all of my vacation throughout up to this point has been spent on volunteer work for DSIG.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, like going to Kansas. I went to Kansas City in 2019.
Oh, right.
And
yeah,
Austin
like those.
in 2023 was it? I think 2023 I think was Austin. And those aren't vacation for me. I know that like the headquarters that organizes it are now trying to make it like a vacation for people by making it less work intensive and more about bring your spouse and there's less to do, so go hang out and do whatever you want to do. But like for me, that's never been the case. For me, it's been, okay, no, I'm here to get work done. I'm here to do some advocacy work. I'm here to, advocate for resources, and not so much. No, I kind of like saying, fuck off. This is my time. I'm going to go, But like usually, like in Austin, every minute I was there, I was like trying to organize time to go meet with wealthy donors. I was trying to organize time to go meet with other people in the same position as me to ask how they do things. I was asking people our chapter's alumni that lived in the area. I was like, hey, let's meet up, blah, blah, blah. My intention was not to be friends with them. My intention was, hey, let's get you reconnected,
Yeah.
And so definitely not a vacation, because it's just work. For me, I treated my volunteer work as a job rather than, because what it needed was someone who would treat it like a job at the time.
Yeah.
That's what it needed at the time, and that I was willing to sacrifice it. So I sacrificed my 20s, all my vacation time in my 20s for this goddamn fraternity. Thankfully, that's in the past.
Yeah. And I think they would have crumbled without it. So.
Yeah, agreed. But now I'm in my 30s, or about to hit my 30s, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And so my very first vacation is going to be our honeymoon in November.
That's not true. We went to Cabo.
Did I use PTO for that?
I think if you use PTO, it still counts.
I'm trying to remember. I think I would have. So, okay,
yeah, I think you would
I'm going to retract. I've taken one professional vacation in my life. Cabo, extended weekend with you.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Okay, so
I've taken one. And that's a vacation because we went out of the country. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't think... Do you think you have to go out of the country for a true vacation?
No, I'm just saying, it sounded like you were debating on whether or not you would count that as, like, a vacation or, like, a little weekend trip thing. But it was definitely a vacation.
Well, it's more so, like... I just said extended weekend because it was only, like, 3-4 days.
4 days, I think.
Yeah. So I guess it is a vacation. I probably used what little PTO I had.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, I've taken one professional vacation.
I've taken none.
Well...
Here in 90 days, I'm allowed to take some time off.
Yeah.
And now I'll actually be getting PTO.
So now...
Because I have a big girl job now.
Yeah. This came up because I saw a TikTok of like someone was like, oh, you found out that it's cheaper to just enroll your kids in Spanish language class in like Mexico or Spain or something. And... So and it's cheaper to do that instead of signing them up for camps, which is true. Have you seen how expensive like camps are?
They're so expensive. I genuinely, growing up, don't know how my parents sent me to camp every summer.
It can't have been that expensive back then.
I don't know. The camp I went to, I know was pretty expensive. I don't know how my parents did it because I went every summer from the age of like 5 until I was in high school.
Now I'm like questioning how rich all those kids were in movies growing up where they went to summer camp and that's where the movie took place, like ridiculous. But now, so like that's where this idea came from. So what kind of vacations are we going to take as a family?
I don't know.
I mean, I still have a lot of national parks to hit.
I was going to say definitely some national parks. 100%.
Yeah, because also the day, like immediately after our kid turns 5, they're becoming a junior ranger.
No, yeah.
I mean, if the National Park Service still exists by that point.
Lots of.
It's a possibility.
But yeah, national parks. Probably go and like visit family.
But if the point of it is to go visit family, is that a vacation?
I would still count it as a vacation. I wouldn't count it as like your top, like, I guess I think about it more in like tiers, whereas like the top vacation is like if we had kids, it would be you and I going to do something for like a week that's like so relaxing to us without kids. Whereas like the tier below that would be like us taking our kids on like a little, like on a vacation and then like road trips and stuff. Like I
so
feel
in
like
your head,
tiers.
Fuck them kids. That's what I just heard.
No, I'm saying that there's tiers, and it depends on what vacation you want to take. But taking your kids to see family, I think, is still a vacation because it counts as a vacation for your kids.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, could you imagine taking our kids to go see your grandparents? That'd be so much fun.
It would be. Well, hopefully by then they actually live here.
Yeah.
God, I would hope so.
Yeah, me too. But
I mean, because of what that requires, that's a little sad to say. Because my grandpa's father would have to pass away before they can move here. Because he's the one taking care of them. But I would still say that I hope they get to move here someday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so national parks definitely on the list for kids' vacations.
I would say just like family, because I know
family vacations.
Like for me growing up, a lot of my family lived in the same place, or like 45 minutes away. So I never like took trips to see family or like grandparents. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that would have been such a fun experience. Mm. Whereas like we'll get to like take trips to go see your mom. And those type of things.
I mean, it's 5.5 hours away.
Still a trip though. Have to drive there.
I mean, for a European, or for someone who lives in the UK, that's forever away. Do you know about that? You're looking at me confused.
No, yeah, their countries and like things are so close that it takes like.
Well, no, like apparently, if like you have family that lives an hour away, you just never see them because that's too far to go.
What the heck?
Yeah, like they're like it's the whole thing where people make fun of Europeans that come here and are like, oh, could I get to this park? You know, and it's like, well, that's a 13-hour drive. You're not gonna make it for whatever. Mm-hmm. And I guess particularly people in the UK just have an issue understanding from social media, have an issue understanding just like how far away things really are here in the United States. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense because I feel like in Europe their countries are like smaller. Mm-hmm. And so like
the size of states.
Yeah, exactly. So if like you want to hop over to different like it doesn't take that long. Mm-hmm. Where in like the United States, you can travel 13 hours and still be in the same state.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense.
Well, national parks.
Mm-hmm.
Visiting.
Do you have any places that you would want to go? I think I would want to show our kids, like, I want them to, like, want to see things. Like, when I was growing up, I really wanted to just, like, one of my goals is to go to every state. I do really want to do that. But, like...
We'll go to every national park. We'll pretty much solve that.
Yeah. But, like, the East Coast. I loved going to the East Coast for the first time. It was so fun. Mm-hmm. It's just, like, a completely different place. And then when I learned that people there don't have fry sauce, I about lost my mind.
Same in the South.
I said, what the heck? But yeah, like, New York and, like, D.C. and all of that, I would want them to experience things like that. Especially if we, like, I'm assuming we'll still live in this area. Just, like, have them experience a bigger city and a different, I guess, culture, I guess. I don't Yeah.
I think I would hate having to take my kids to the city. To, like, a big city for a vacation. I don't think I would enjoy that because, one, it's just stressful.
Yeah, I mean...
Two, I'd rather them being out in nature, or, like... experiencing natural beauty.
That's the thing. I would want them to experience natural beauty, but I think it's also important to show them the other side of it too, because then they can have a better understanding. Because I think going to New York and DC, I think we went to New York when I was in 5th grade, so I was a little bit younger, and then I went to DC when I was in high school for an FFA thing. But it also helped me understand that not everybody comes from these small towns. This is from an agricultural standpoint because that's why I went to DC, was for FFA and stuff. But when I went, I like felt like I understood more that like not everybody is from like a town or a place that like understands agriculture, and that there are people out there that don't understand where things come from.
Mm-hmm. And hence why cows and chickens are in zoos.
Yeah. And so I think doing that helped me like broaden my worldview a little bit more. And so I think that that's important.
Podunk Weezer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it helps like just look at things through a different perspective and like have a wider view of everything instead of saying like, well, everybody is like this. It's like not that way. So anyways.
Okay. Fair enough. So I think we have an idea. We're ready to pop out those kids then so we can start doing family vacations.
Give me a few more months.
Fine. You don't want to have kids. I get it.
Shut up.
Okay, so this one, this particular topic, you haven't been on the show in a few weeks, and I've been holding on to this topic for those few weeks. So, I exported all the data from all the games I have played on Xbox, and I pulled all the time estimates for completing, getting all the achievements in all these different games. And I did a little Excel spreadsheet.
Of course you did.
And I did the math. And do you want to take a guess how many hours it would take for me to finish every single game on my list that I haven't finished yet?
Oh, God.
From start to finish, getting all the achievements.
I don't even know, because some of the games you play, you say take like 40 hours to complete. Mm-hmm. And that's just for one game. Mm-hmm. And you've got like 100 on your list.
Oh, no. It's, I think it's like it's somewhere over 300, I think.
Yeah, so hold on. Let me do some basic math. Let me use my calculator to do that, because I can't.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be wrong, but go ahead and try.
Okay, it's at least over 12,000 hours.
Oh, okay. You're almost there. It's 21,000.
Okay, I was like half off. I just did 40 times.
So the problem is this list is massively skewed because I've started a good handful of games that require over 1,000 hours to get all the achievements.
You're so crazy.
1,000 hours. I don't think I'm ever going to do those.
Our kids are going to grow up talking about like, oh yeah, my dad played a lot of video games growing up because he like wanted all these achievements, and so he just like played games. That's like what their childhood is going to be, is remembering that their dad was chasing achievements. And then you're going to impart that on our kids.
Oh, no, I'm raising our kids to be my little like dummy account. So like, hey, I need to go kill a bunch of people to get this achievement. Load up into the game real quick, and I'm just gonna beat the crap out of my son real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have a handful of games that are 1,000+ hours. And I don't think I'm ever gonna hit those. I don't think I want to spend 1,000+ hours playing certain games, especially because those particular games, I'm like, no thanks. You know,
You're gonna skew your list then, Michael?
Well, that's why I'm only my goal is only 75% of all achievements. So not bad. And the more games I play, eventually that number gets diluted. And it's
You said I don't want to play those. I'm just gonna add more games so I don't have to.
Honestly, yeah, no, for real. Yeah, I couldn't imagine investing 1,000 hours. You know, also, I have one close gaming buddy, you know, and we play for 2 hours a week. That's it. So obviously, you know, it would be the rest of my life trying to beat one of those games with him. And those 1,000+ hour games, they require a second person. And I have a shit ton that are like 300 to 500 hours. And then I have more 60 to 80s, a bunch of 30 to 40s, a handful of 10 to 20s, some 10s, and a couple 5s. So not great. Not great at all. So that, thankfully, I'm relying on random strangers on the internet that are also doing the same thing as me. And we're working together to get certain games finished. Like what I was doing this morning. Except there's... we're loaded up in a server, and we don't load up together, so we just drop down in a map, and there's 12 of us, and I ran around for an hour and a half and haven't found a single person yet. And pretty much all the achievements in that game require interacting in some way with another person. So not only have I not found the items necessary to do the achievements, but I haven't been able to find another person to be able to actually complete those achievements.
Yeah, I guess the older the game gets, the less people there are.
Oh, no, there's so many fucking... There's probably like 150 servers, and every server has like 5 to 20 people on it. And we're like loading into a server with other people there, and we're still not finding anyone. It's just an awful, awful game. Every one of us has said that we hate this damn game, but we have a single or 2 achievements in it, and all of us were like, well, let's just try and finish it up. The time estimate on my achievement website is 1 to 2 hours for this game. And that's not realistic at all. I think it's skewed because when that game first started, you could just do a custom server and load up with everything you need. And they took that away and said you can't do achievements like that anymore. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. So achievements, though, it's something I've been going after my entire life. And it's not something like, yeah, Xbox has like all these rules around it, and they're like super every game that goes on to Xbox has to have achievements, blah, blah, blah. But somebody brought this up on another podcast to listen to, but if they took away achievements, I don't know how I would interact with video games anymore. because that is like what I aim for.
That's like the main thing of you playing game. Like when you look at it, you say, okay, well, how hard are these achievements? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you would interact with them either. That would be very weird.
Because Xbox, it's like any other tech company. They could say, any day, they could just say, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to turn off achievements. They could just decide to discontinue support for it forever. Even though it's been around for 15 years, that tomorrow they could say, we're not doing achievements anymore. We're shutting it down.
Yeah, you'd have to really learn how to enjoy games and do it more.
I think I do.
No, you do, but achievements is your main driving factor. You'd have to find the games that you enjoy enough to play through the whole thing that don't have those achievements. And I think it'd be a little bit of a learning curve.
I think I would definitely play a lot less video games.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I think I would completely abandon trying to replay my backlog.
I think so too.
It would just fundamentally change how I play gaming, and I don't think I'd probably drop down to those 2 hours once a week, or if you wanted to play something with me.
Yeah.
So that would be a big bummer.
Which I think so too, because there are a lot of games that you've played that you've enjoyed, and excuse me, ones on your list that the last one you played, you said that you did enjoy that. So and you wouldn't have done that without the achievements. So I think part of it too would be you missing out on games that you do you did end up really enjoy, but you wouldn't do them because there's not anything to go towards.
I gave exactly yeah, because it would pretty much be like the 3 games a year that come out that I would be I can for sure tell that I'd be interested in this game and that I want to try it out. But the one that keeps me in there beyond just playing a couple hours and going, okay, actually I don't like it, is okay, I started this, I'm gonna finish it.
No, exactly. And sometimes you can't judge them by the beginning, and you end up liking them later. So I think it would be a bummer for you because you play less and find less games that you enjoy.
Yeah. So 21,000 hours. I was thinking, okay, obviously I don't have 21,000 hours in my life. and here's the thing, I'm trying to hit a 75, that would be 100%, right? That would be 100% of achievement ratio. I'm only going for 75%. I'm trying to figure out what games do I, looking at my list, what games do I just give up on? What am I not going to play because I know it's not worth the time suck. There's going to be new games I want to play anyways.
Can I tell you one that I think isn't worth it? That stupid game you were playing yesterday.
The speedrunners?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I might grab all the ones except for that one I was going for last night, which is beating the game on impossible difficulty or something.
It was unfair difficulty.
Unfair, yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching that and I was getting pissed off for you, and I was like, I don't know how he's still doing this. This is the 20th time he's done this. In the span, it had been 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I would get so pissed off. I don't know how you're still doing this.
Yeah, that's also the thing. Thankfully, 100%ing a game isn't as important to me as just getting as much achievements as I can to get to that 75%. So I think there are some games like speedrunners where I'm okay, I can grab all the others, but this one particular one I cannot do. I am just not that good. It's a skill issue, so I'm gonna drop it after.
Well, and you've come so close so many times, but with the unfair difficulty, it's you probably have a 1 in 100 chance of actually winning a game.
Mm-hmm. All the guides say this just comes down to luck.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be, an amazing top tier player, and it's still gonna come down to straight up just luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think for sure I'm gonna drop the sports games. Because I'm not going to go back and play.
You don't want to play Madden?
I don't want to play Madden 2010 again.
You can give Nathaniel your login account and he can do it for you.
Possibly. But the ones the sports games I do play, first of all, their servers are shut down. And so I can't even get all the achievements on some of those games. And then I think the MMOs that require 500 hours, 700 hours, 1,000 plus hours, I think I'm going to drop those. Unless I end up with a community and we collectively just build a guild around just achievement hunting, and then you can just speed run it. That'd be cool. That'd be a different story. Might be willing to do that. But I don't know what else. I guess because I am wasting a lot of time trying to get difficulty level achievements. And so maybe I just give up on those too and just get all the different achievements.
You could do that and then do different ones, and then if you can come back and try and get those.
I don't think I'll ever come back to those, to be honest. Like, because there's just other games that I want to play, you know? And,
it also doesn't help that you started replaying Harry Potter. But.
Well, I had to give up on that because somebody doesn't want to see spoilers.
You wanted me to play the game, and I said, okay. Mm-hmm. You know how little I play Xbox games? Mm-hmm. And then you said, oh, you can play it, like, I don't know if I'm going to. And then you started playing it and blasted through the first little bit in one day. And I was like, but what do you want me to do? I don't play video games at the speed that you do. You knew what you were doing when you got into this.
I couldn't help it. I was seeing you play, and I was like, ooh, there's a chest right there. Ooh, there's a collectible right there. Oh, she just walked past the collectible. And I was like, oh, I want to go back and get that one myself. And I couldn't help it.
I was literally going through it. I think I said that loud too. But I was playing through it. I looked at you and I was like, is it killing you that I'm not looking at everything? And you didn't say anything. And I was like, yeah, it is killing him that I'm not looking for all of the things.
You know what's funny? I replayed the tutorial level when I started, and I found several chests of items and golds that you just kind of like walked right past. And I was like, okay, all right, this is healing me a little bit.
I do story. I don't look for all those things.
Fair enough. But then play through this damn story so I can play this game. Because it is impossible to find time to play a game when you're not in the vicinity. Because
God forbid I want to hang out with my husband.
I know, it sucks. Get out of my house.
You really don't have any time because, like, at least I don't work Fridays, so I have time.
You have Fridays to play this game. Play this game so I can, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you do have, like, genuinely have no time without me. Mm-hmm. Unless we specifically say, like, oh, let's take. But even if we're doing our own thing, we're in the same room.
Yep.
Like, I will rarely, unless, like, you're just not here, I will rarely come back to the office and play Sims by myself. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're not here playing a game with me, it, like, makes me not, like, it doesn't make me not want to play. It's just, like, I'd rather sit out there with you while you play a video game and I'll, like, read my book or something. Mm-hmm. That's what I'd rather do. So, I am around you a lot.
Yeah.
We do a lot of, like, parallel time together. Mm-hmm. Like, I think 90%, not 90%, I feel like 70% of our quality time is us doing parallel things.
Yeah, I would agree.
Which is not bad. I like it. But we do spend all of our time together. If we're not at work, we're in the same room. Mm-hmm. And I noticed more since when I didn't have a job. But when you come home, I've started to notice that I keep following you around like a little puppy, like into every room. I noticed it the other day. Uh-huh. Like, you come home, and I will get up, come over to you, give you a kiss, and then I'll follow you to go change, and I'll follow you out to get water. But, like, for the first 20 minutes you're home, I follow you like a little puppy.
You need to get friends.
I know.
To be fair, I need to get friends, too.
But when it helps that Emma's here, too, because we have somebody else to talk to.
Yeah. But,
yeah, I've noticed since we moved here that we spend, because, like, when we lived in Moscow, we spent a lot of our time together. Mm-hmm. But at that point, we had separate apartments. Mm-hmm. So, like, I would go downstairs and, like, talk to Rachel or, like, clean my room, do my own, like, thing, and you'd have some time to yourself for a little bit. But now, you get me all day, every day. And you come home from work, I'm there.
Yeah.
And I know eventually we're going to get sick of it and we're going to need our own time. But also at the same time, I don't know if that's true because this is what we've been doing for the past 2.5, almost 3 years. Like, I have been with you every single day. Like, not exaggerating. Unless you've, like, gone on a trip, I have been with you every single day for the past 2.5 years.
I think there's only one person in my life that I could handle that too.
Well, good thing you married me.
I mean, well, other than you.
Yeah.
But, damn.
Isn't that weird to think about? Like, the moment, even before we started dating, I think the moment we met, we were with each other at least 5 days out of the week.
Yeah.
And then when we started dating, it switched to 7 days out of the week. I saw you every single day.
Yeah. Somebody's going to be listening to this going, oh, that's unhealthy. It is what it is. I haven't had a problem with it.
No, I haven't either. I think that's also why we realized we wanted to get married so soon, is because we spent every single day with each other.
Mm-hmm.
For the past, it'd been like 6 months at that point.
Yeah. Not 6 months afterwards getting married. 6 months after we started dating was engagement. But yeah. Okay. Well, that's everything I had. Plugs. Do you got something to plug?
Ooh, I already did the 2 podcasts I listened to a lot. I'll do a book. You do yours while I think of a book.
Okay, so I have my 3rd issue of this out now, so I am going to plug my Substack that I started. Mm-hmm. I'm very, very excited about it because this is it's an extension of the newly rebranded video game channel that I am getting ready to re-soft launch. New name, new branding, new focus. Since I figured out like what I actually want out of it, I've done. Basically, I looked at everything before this is just like testing, you know. Also, check out the cooking channel, new branding, same name, same kind of logo, but new colors. A lot of updates there. But gaming channel is now called Achievement Hunters Association. Haha, achievement hunting. At AHA for short. And the Substack is underneath my name, and it's called AHA Delivered, and it's just a weekly newsletter about Xbox and video games and some achievement hunting stuff. It's just kind of going to be an extension of the gaming channel, talking about what's new that week, server closures, new games coming to Xbox, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of commentary on news in the ecosystem, and so I have a lot of opinions, and doing a newsletter on Substack is a better option than starting another podcast right now, especially because if it's a gaming podcast, I need a second person, you know? Mm-hmm. So I have the Substack now, and I'm going to link it in the show notes below. But like I said, it's just once a week, little drop in your inbox of, if you like me and you like my opinions and you're interested in gaming, I can't imagine this wouldn't be a better, I can't imagine there's a better option for those 3 areas meeting than this little Substack. So I'm very excited about it. I've been really enjoying writing my opinions. So Faith, what do you got for the plug?
Oh, I'm stuck between 2.
Well, both. Do both.
Do both? Okay.
Yeah.
My first one is the first book that I want to recommend. It's like one of my favorite books. It's Quicksilver. The second one comes out in November, and I'm so stoked. It's called Brimstone. But Quicksilver, if you like Fourth Wing, I don't know if your listeners do those type of books, romantasy, whatever. If you like Fourth Wing, Quicksilver is a better version of Fourth Wing, in my opinion. Fourth Wing is like the more dragons stuff. Quicksilver is like traveling between realms and vampires and all that. And for some reason, I like it so much more. The characters, I think, are just better. Anyways, Quicksilver, the second book, comes out in November, and I'm really stoked. My second one, since I've been a part of Book Talk, I've been on Book Talk a lot recently, since, like, last November, almost a year. Mm-hmm. The amount of people that I've come across there who are reading Harry Potter for the first time, a lot of people are reading Harry Potter for the first time because they didn't read it when they were a kid, like I. So, if you haven't read Harry Potter when you were a kid, I recommend reading it now because it's fun. It's still fun. I'm listening to the audio because the guy that narrates it, Chef's Kiss.
Oh, yeah. The narrator for the Harry Potter books is phenomenal.
It's so fun. He does all the different voices. It's so fun. I'm on the last one right now. I actually don't have that much left to it. Well, compared to how long it actually is. I'm like maybe a little bit more than halfway through it. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you haven't read Harry Potter when you were a kid or growing up, or even just to reread, I recommend Harry Potter. It's fun.
Speaking of Harry Potter and narrators, I should put you on the first couple Harry Potter video games that came out, because the narrator in those is also amazing and it's just perfect fit for the first few Harry Potter games.
Yeah, I love the narrator for Harry Potter. I've been listening to it on Audible, but
nice.
Harry Potter, he's great.
Cool.
He's so fun.
Even though the world building is awful.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
And you'll realize, like, reading it as an adult, you'll see a lot more of those. But it's still so fun. Like, it's so fun. I'm really enjoying it. I've been listening to it as I go to work, which isn't that long because my work's only 10 minutes away. But I've been listening to it when I go to work and, like, driving places, and it's just so fun. I love it so much. And, like, the movies are great because I watched the movies first before I read the books, and the movies I loved, but the books, so much better. You get so much more out of this world if you read the books. So if you like the movies, read the books. You get a ton more out of it, a lot more lore. Just, you find it, you get a lot more about this universe, and it's made it so much more fun.
Agreed. All right, that'll do it for us. Faith, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad I could finally get this off my chest because I've been holding on to some of this stuff for a while. But I've had a lot of other very fun guests joining the podcast recently. So thank you. And maybe next weekend I'll see you.
Okay.
I don't 100% know. I've got a rather big project for a podcast episode with Johnny, and I don't think I'll be ready for it next week, but we'll see.
Okay.